হালকা খাওয়া সর্বদিকা ঠান্ডা ঠান্ডা গুনগুনাইতা মীরা মীরা খুশিতে হইতাম কই কই আরে হন্ডে তুই গেলা কই কথা নাই বার্তা নাই ফরাস করি হন্ডে গেলা কই আয় একটু হারে রই ননাইয়া ননাইয়া হতা হই এই মন হারিল কথা নাই বার্তা নাই ফরাস করি হন্ডে গেলা কই আয় এখন সব হারে রই। থ্যাংক ইউ। এই গানটি বাংলাদেশ থেকে একমাত্র বাংলা গান যে গানটি জাতিসংঘের ইউনিসেফ গানটি নিয়েছে আন্তর্জাতিক কার্যক্রমে ইউজ করার জন্য। এটি একমাত্র বাংলা গান যেটি ইউনিসেফ ইউজ করেছে। আজ যে শিশু পৃথিবীর আলো এসেছে আমরা তারে সাজানো বাগান চাই। আজ যে শিশু পৃথিবীর আলো এসেছে আমরা তারে সাজানো বাগান চাই। আজ যে শিশু মায়ের হাসিতে ভেসেছে আমরা চিরদিন সেই হাসি দেখতে চাই। আজ যে শিশু রেল লাইনের পাশে নয় অন্ধকার সিঁড়িতেও নয় প্রতিটি শিশু মানুষ আলোর ঝর্ণা ধারায়। রেল লাইনের পাশে নয় অন্ধকার সিঁড়িতেও নয় প্রতিটি শিশু মানুষ আলোর ঝর্ণা ধারায়। শিশুর আনন্দ মেলায় সর্বদিনে আসো আজ যে শিশু পৃথিবীর আলো এসেছে আমরা তার তরে একটি সাজানো বাগান চাই। আজ যে শিশু হাসি আর গানে ভরে যায় সব শিশুর অন্তর প্রতিটি শিশু ফুলের সবার ভালোবাসায়। শিশু আনন্দ বেলায় স্বর্গ নেমে আসো আজ যে শিশু পৃথিবীর আলো এসেছে আমরা তার তরে একটি সাজানো বাগান চাই।
person among us who is an icon of corporate world, as well as he is an asset for Bangla music industry. I shouldn't explain anymore because there's a right person. Dean, School of Business, Dr. Mir Mohammad Nur Afzal Nahi sir. Have a big round of applause for him. Thank you very much.
Honorable Vice Chancellor, International Mahfuzullah Chaudhry, the chief guest of today's auspicious CIU-Royal Cement Corporate Talk and MBA Night, my dear faculties, beloved students, person of today's evening, as you have seen, voice it for Bangladesh, a great musician and a corporate leader, Mr. Naqib Khan. Ladies and gentlemen, please. And he was so kind to give his consent to be present here to be the key speaker of the final episode of CIU-Royal Cement. Communication Officer of Royal Cement, Mr. Faisal Nasir Khan, for sponsoring such a wonderful, actually launched this corporate talk and will be continuing this with the support from the sponsor, inshallah, in the coming days. As we have been seeing that there is a gap between students are learning in the classroom which are not reflecting the true business practices. So for their lifetime experiences and can prepare our future leaders and can inspire them. Keeping this thing in mind, we invited a number of corporate leaders, as mentioned by our student Mr. Riaz. So Mr. Amir Ali Hussain was here, Sufi Mizanur Rahman was here, and Mr. Naqib Khan, the Corporate Affairs Director, Nestle Bangladesh, a living legend in the arena of music in Bangladesh. Mr. Naqib Khan is responsible for public and corporate affairs, creating shared values, and gentleman married to Nusrat Khan, having one daughter, 21-year-old, and one son, 19-year-old. Then Mr. Naqib Khan has been serving Nestle Bangladesh for last 21 years, 5 years in finance, 12 years in supply chain, and 4 years in corporate affairs. Before that, he worked for 3 years at BOC Bangladesh Limited in finance, 4.5 years with Philips Bangladesh, 4 years with KPMG, Rahman Hawk, and Mr. Khan is graduated from the accounting department of University of Chittagong. And as we know, Mr. Bangladesh, President of Bangladesh Supply Chain Management Society, Task Force member, Bangladesh Multi-Stakeholder Partnership on Water Management, Vice Chairman Society for the Welfare of Autistic Children. He is a music composer. He is a great composer. I should not say only a simple composer. He is the composer of around 500 great Bangla songs, including Mon Shudu, Mon Chueche, evergreen song. Then a singer, keyboard player, and one of the key architects of the great music band Renaissance. So with this introduction,
Yes.
Manzusha?
Royal guest.
I'd like to hand over a token gift. Dear audience, now may I request
A very good evening to all of you presenting here, distinguished guests as well as audience. Well, the Royal Cement is the only fly-ash-free cement. Be a part of this wonderful session of corporate talks organized by Chittagong Independent University. To be honest, wrap it up in a simple sentence that to make our job, career, workplace even better. Looks like very simple, but it has a very large impact in our life. And obviously, in future, we will be with Chittagong Independent University if they give us opportunity. So before ending it up, I'd like to say that Royal Cement is eagerly waiting to work more collaboratively in more responsive.
Nasir Khan for your inspiring words, and we hope that we will work together and we will go long way with our great partnership. Dear audience, may I now request Honorable Vice Chancellor and Chief Guest of today's CIU-Royal Cement Corporate Talk and MBNI, internationally reputed political scientist, Professor Dr. Mahfuzullah Chaudhry, to give his valuable speech. Floor is over to Honorable.
Good evening. Our most honorable guest today, speaker and composer, singer, performer, Mr. Khan, present at the corporate talks of our business school. It's a very good program, and I believe this program is one of the private universities in Chittagong. And I believe even among the private universities of Dhaka, there is no such thing called corporate talks like this. My expectation about this when we talked to the dean and faculty members of the business school was that my expectation was that corporate leaders would come and share their experiences doing business in Bangladesh, their relation and their expectations in doing business in Bangladesh, and the gap between the expectations and the real world. And also, like a traditional session like this, speaker speaks for an hour and then everybody participates, gives their opinion, etc. I think it would have been more productive if our students would take Bangladeshi, not only foreign scholars, but also World Bank officials, ADB, etc. That the Bangladeshi corporate leaders or houses or business people, they maintain two bookkeeping systems. One is for their own, the other one for showing to the tax people, collectors. And in terms to our inborn, homegrown, leading corporate houses, leaders who spoke in the two occasions, BSRM and PS people. This time we have one in Bangladesh. I would expect that he would share his experience with our students and our faculty, how getting business in Bangladesh. What is the level of collaboration, cooperation and support from the national government, national regulators who create laws, in terms of revenue system, in terms of providing infrastructure, uninterrupted power supply, etc. What is their expectation and what is the level of services they get from the Bangladesh government and society. So I would love to share their experience, as this is one of the, Nestle Bangladesh is one of the multinational, reputed multinational companies operating in many countries. What are the differences, their experience in between other countries and Bangladesh? Especially if you can talk about comparing ourselves with India. It's a growing economy. So I think Mr. Khan in his valuable speech talk will share his company's experience with us, with our students, and we'll take questions from our students. With these few words, I congratulate our business faculty, especially Dean Nahid and his colleagues, for being innovative in making programs. And in future, if you come up with this kind of programs, I will definitely give support from the university as much as possible. But as I told you in my first speech when I was hired here, that my predecessor was a pro-vice chancellor. Definitely I will add something. I will give you a missing part, but maybe 25% of what you raise, maybe 10% of what you raise. Taka, he said they have the remaining amount. I said, you bring the budget to me, I will check it and I will bring it down. Or you raise more funds from the students. He said they charge the students 400 taka. Why are you asking for money from me? They said that 400 taka, they will pay is for their dinner. I said, dinner 400 is very cheap. He said, it's expensive. I said, you don't know that when lunch or dinner with the president, $5,000, $10,000. So you will have dinner with Mr. Nakib Khan. So this is my, thank you very much.
For our MBA students, and we have a number of good news for our MBA students, as you know, in the presence of, which was signed in the presence of Assistant Indian High Commissioner in Chittagong. And within this month, we are going to sign more with Rennes School of Business, France, which is a triple accredited business school. Under this MO, our MBA students, after completion of their MBA at CIU, can pursue Masters in International, as RSB will accept all the credits that are student of the CIU students. So this way, we are giving an international outlook to our programs, and our students will have the exposure of all the global leading institutions. Now, the chairman of the Finance and Economics Department and one of the emerging economists, our Dr. Syed Manzoor Kadir, who worked very hard to make this session successful. To say few words, I am now requesting Dr. Syed Manzoor Kadir to come on the stage.
A good dedicated team working with me, which made this event successful. I'll come to that later. But first of all, I would like to thank our Vice Chancellor for sparing his precious time. I would also want to give heartfelt thanks to Mr. Nakib Khan. You have really been a true inspiration for our generation. I don't know about this one. And also I would like to thank Faisal Nasir Khan for sponsoring this series. I mean, people have been asking me why we are calling it the final episode. I've been answering, this may be the final episode of CIU-Royal Corporate Talk, but if we get further sponsorship or any other cooperation, we would like to continue that, of course.
Even we could do on our own.
Yes, of course, with your policy, sir. Right. Other students who are on the way, I don't know whether we should let them get in or not. But before you get into the dinner, indulge into the dinner, I would like to mention a few names. Saimur and Riaz, they have been relentlessly trying to make this event successful. For registration, for musical performance, everything, then Shalom Bhai, Joshim Bhai, and of course my colleagues at the business school. They have been really helpful, which made all the three events.
We welcome once again on stage a living legend in the field of music and corporate world. He is none other than Mr. Nakib Khan, worthy son of Chittagong, a great personality and one of my most favorite singers, persons. And the floor is now over. We would go for a musical program and then dinner. So with a big round of applause, I am handing over the floor to Mr. Nakib Khan.
So he's an internationally reputed political scientist, and also he's also from Chittagong, where actually my village home is very close to his house. So, honorable faculties, Dean Dr. Nahid, Dr. Rashid, whom I know him from the USA. He was one of the concert, he was there. So I met him.